Hello everyone, how are you? I know I had it scheduled for half hour's time, but the daughter-in-law picked up my little grandson early, so I thought, what the heck, I'm just going to come on anyway and go from there, because I think the notification might not have gone out because I come on. You know how you get a notification at half an hour prior to going live, and then when you do go live, anyway, if anyone, it'll show up, I'm sure. So I'm going to say hello. We've got Miss Justice, and yes, you were first, Miss Justice. Hi, Joanne Tucker. You guys. Oh, lip locked. How are you? Oh, you're not feeling well? Well, that's not good news. You need to take it easy. I hope it's nothing too bad. I was so unwell yesterday as well. Lip lock. Oh, Priscilla's here. Hi, Country Christian. Chris. Yeah, I'm a lot better now than I was, Chris. We have to put some hearts in there for Lip Lock No More. Myri and Max, hello. How are you? Leonie Williams. Fairy Dust Diaries. Hello, sweetheart. Blue sky. Can you guys hear that bird? It is, I swear, it is obsessed. It's always up here near the studio all day long. And then of a night time, it comes down to the tree right next to our living room. And it keeps, even when I go to bed, I can still hear this gorgeous little bird with its noise. But we have no clue what sort of bird it is. Can't hear the bird. Oh, I've actually got the aircon on today because it's warmed right up. So I don't know if it's noisy your end. Can you guys hear it? Is it affecting the sound or anything? Hi, Susan. Susan. You didn't get one? No, I thought it might have messed up. Suzanne, when I come on that half hour earlier, it probably stopped that half hour notification, I'd say. You can't hear it? Oh, that's good. Because the thing on the wall sort of about 3 meters away, so I wasn't sure whether the aircon would interfere with the microphone or not. But hello to everyone that's come in. Twiggy's here. How are you, Twiggy? Good to see you. Is there a way to make it stay on live chat? What do you mean, Chris? There's a little button at the top that'll, sometimes it'll say top chat or live chat. If you just press on that, you can switch between the two. And I didn't know that for months and months, that even existed. Yeah, I think so, Suzanne, with the half hour early thing. Oh, are they, Myri and Max? It sort of goes like that constantly, 12 hours a day. Even when it first gets dark, it's still doing it. And it's like, it's nice, but it just gets in your head. And even if I go downtown or something, I can still hear that noise in my head. And it just sort of, we have to keep changing it to live chat. It keeps changing back to top chat on me. Oh no. Do you go in and out though? Because that'll happen to me. like if I close the chat and come back in, it'll be back at top chat again, and I've got to keep changing it back to live chat. Maybe that's what it is, Chris. Bloodhound is here. Hello. Lisa Jones. Susan Matthews, how are you? Oh, I love your giraffe picture. Yeah, it's been a day already. Oh, already for me, it's only 1 p.m. I know it's getting later for you guys, but I woke up to Cam and Ali's video of the new search, and I was like, oh, my heart started going 100 miles an hour, and I thought, oh, wow. But they're sort of playing it down a bit, aren't they, that it was a planned thing, that it was always going to happen sort of thing. And I don't know what I think about that. It just seems awfully what's the word? I don't want to say suspicious, but it makes you stop and think a little bit with Cam and Ali being so boots on the ground in the area lately, doesn't it? That maybe they are I don't know. I don't even know how to explain what I'm thinking. But you know how Cam and Ali have been big with the footprints, and they searched 5 miles radius from the Wells house. What if she's 5.5 miles from the Wells house, and they just haven't searched far enough, which I haven't been able to get that out of my brain since Cam and Ali were talking about that a couple of weeks ago, and they seem more focused on that narrative than most creators, don't they? And I find it really hard to sit here and 1000% say that what we've all been saying for months and months, that they're 100. Okay, so as much as I don't like to point fingers, if she is, say, in that brush somewhere, the questions are still there, aren't they, about how did she get there and for what reason is she there? Susan Matthews, they're getting closer for sure. I feel they are. I've always thought it was an accident. I don't think it was a planned thing, that she was hurt on purpose. But I do feel she was hurt somehow at that house. By who? I don't know. And to be real, nobody except the people that were there know. But if they feel it's important enough to do such a huge search that they did today, surely they have to have some sort of intel to go with that. When they stopped that huge search so early on, it just, nothing about it sort of, I'm just a bit baffled by it. I listened to this. Oh, DB, hello. I didn't say hello to you. I listened to the search all day, but alas, no press conference after, so they must have found nothing new. Yeah, but didn't Cam and Ali say that Sheriff Lawson did do a like a media interview? Yeah, I keep checking constantly too, and I haven't seen anything other than what reporters have put up about it not being a planned that it was a planned event, and yeah. Hi, Patty Squats Bigger. How are you? Busy day, I'm tired, turning in. Oh, thank you for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate it. We have Ursa Bruin in the house. How are you? Yes, lots of love for summer. Yeah, and with all the stuff that Jodie Sue's talking about, just makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Oh, God love you, Suzanne. Oh, thank you so much. They will be chuffed. That'll be very, very special. Has that area had a lot of rain? I was thinking the same thing, Miss Justice, but with all the lives that have gone on, I don't know, maybe we can do a bit of research on that. They're saying that because all the leaves have fell off the trees and things, and it's getting colder, that there's not as much foliage and stuff, and it'll be easier for them to find her. Mary just said in other chat, an arrest is coming soon in Utah. She was telling Don to get ready, really, because I'm starting to have my doubts about that as well. And I'm just saying it as I see it. Yesterday, I didn't put this in the description either, but I will add it. Yesterday, I was actually floored that Trisha Griffiths from Web Sleuths went for Chris McDonough. Did anyone think that it sort of come out of nowhere when these things happened literally weeks and weeks and weeks ago? Oh, WJHL, Blue Sky. Okay, we'll have a look in a second. Thank you for that. Like, okay, so with the SA charges from Utah, that would have to be going on at least 3 months, wouldn't it? And I know these things take time, but they have to have absolute proof and evidence that he was of age when these things happened. And look, I want nothing more than them charges to come through. I'm just starting to think, is it ever going to happen? Was that on Doug's live, Blue Sky? It would either be on Doug's, or who else does she go on? I don't know. It just feels like things are starting to get... Hi, T. Riley. How are you? Yes, it is on Doug's live. Okay. Because I had Doug playing just before I went live, but I started at the beginning. Doug's chat. Okay. You know, and see, that even worries me whether you know, should she maybe not say that online? What if he takes off or something, you know, after reading that, and he's on the run, and then they've got to find him and all that sort of stuff? It just makes you wonder whether law enforcement are advising them to not talk about it online, maybe. I don't know. Sassy Noz, how are you? Yeah, Trish does. She's never said much at all from the get-go, has she? Yeah. You know, if it's an ongoing investigation, sometimes I just wonder whether Mary's just trying to stir him up a bit, you know, because it's been said over and over and over. If Summer's little body is found, will we ever know she walked away? I know, Suzanne. That's what I mean about if she is actually found. Like, I hate talking about what bodies would be like after nearly 6 months and things like that, but surely she would have had to have been put there, wouldn't she? It just seems like a lot of people have been very vocal about the area, like Jodie Sue, like Cam and Ali getting closer and closer geographically with their actual boots on the ground searching with the couple of companies they're working with. Isn't she not supposed to be talking to him? Well, exactly, Sassy Noz. That's what. Sometimes I just sit back and think, is that really a good idea to be? Because sometimes it's like she's trying to bait him to get him to arc up, you know? And look, I totally feel for them. I'm a survivor as well from the age of 3. So please do not misconstrue what I'm trying to say as defending Don, because hell no, there's no way on earth I would ever. I just think sometimes it's better to say less than more, especially in that topic on a YouTube channel. Oh, Valerie Price, we're so glad you caught us too. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. And they say that's another thing that I'm going to play a bit of Cam and Ali's in a minute, but you know, it seems to be a given to Cam and Ali that they're getting the boys back. To me, when I listen to them, and it seems when I listen to Cam and Ali, and I like them, I think they're very logical, as in they don't just come out and throw false stuff and accusations out there, and they're not horrible about it. You know what I mean? They just try to stick to what they find out and that sort of thing. But they seem to have the opinion that when the house is tidied up and, you know, the house is in a better state, then the boys will be coming back. And I think that's a really big statement, because they weren't just taken. Look, I know none of us have seen the CPS reports and all that sort of stuff. We know what was supposedly leaked, but there's more to it than just having a messy, dirty house, in my opinion. Yes, I do believe that there was absolute neglect, lip lock. Absolutely. How could there not be? They don't just take children because their house, I know that house was really, really bad, but they wouldn't they wouldn't be having supervised visits if it was just because of the state of the house. You know, let's be honest. They don't get to see the kids all by themselves. They are supervised. So when parents are supervised, when they're having contact visits with the kids, that's usually because of the parent, not because of the state of their house. And I know that to be fact, in Australia anyway. Yes, they probably are just going off what Donna said, but in John's eyes, they only took the kids for their own safety because someone took Summer. That's always been his thing, hasn't it? Oh, it wasn't safe here for them because someone took Summer, so he was glad that the boys weren't there because it was for their own protection. That's always been his spin. Miss Justice says, I would think a condition of them getting the kids back would be rehab, but I don't see that happening. Well, according to Cam and Ali this morning, my time when I watched it, they're complying with all of that, Miss Justice. Did you see that? Because they talked about that a bit too, and they said that some of the conditions are that they have to attend counselling and those sorts of things, and they're doing that. And, you know, he's very much throwing out there that it's only a matter of time before the kids are back in the house. And that really worries me because we know what goes on in that house up until they stopped going on YouTube channels 2 weeks ago. I don't think a lot would have changed in 2 weeks. No, Tirali, I don't think it's about, like, it's relevant and it was disgraceful, and I personally wouldn't let my dogs live in it the way it was, but it's not all about that. Hi, Elena's View, how are you? So them little comments this morning on Cam and Ali sort of perked my attention. I was like, holy crap, hell no. Yeah, well, we know for a fact that's true too, Sassy Nurse, because he's come out and said that he's not allowed to talk about Summer to the boys. Golden Mare says, they can say whatever, but courts have guideline for returning children. House is a small part. The addiction and abusive behaviour of parents must change. They will have to do counselling, yes. It's, I don't know, it just sort of started stressing me out a bit that would that even happen yet, you know? Paula, how are you? I live in Tennessee and sadly they probably will. I have seen it before. I don't understand, but it happens. Really? But apparently the boys are really, really happy where they are. Why can't they just... I know I'm pre-jumping the gun, but I did get a bit bothered by it when they were sitting there saying how great they're going and they're doing this and they're doing that and all this work on the house for when and I sort of got a bit irritated. Valerie Price, if I had walked into a patient's house in that condition, ethically, I'd have to report it. Yeah, I think even if you weren't a worker and you walked into that house, you would report it, wouldn't you? Like, and then it sort of made me think, well, why didn't Dr. Phil offer Because let's face it, every Tom, Dick and Harry gets offered help on the Dr. Bill show, don't they? He didn't even offer or suggest any sort of treatment, suggestions, anything. And that sort of baffled me at the end of the show. I was like, so no lie detector test, no treatment suggestions, nothing. Yeah, it's not living conditions. Yeah, it's their lifestyle. I agree, Susan. It's dangerous to stop alcohol abruptly. They need some kind of treatment. And even Doug's channel has offered them treatment without payment, like for free. Oh, Grammy E, welcome. I've done home health for years and I've actually seen way worse homes, if you could believe that. Really? That is... I know everyone has a different way of living, but I don't know. Just makes you feel a bit sick in the stomach, doesn't it? I don't know how you guys, like when I was nursing, I was in a hospital and an old aged care facility. I didn't have to go into people's homes and see this stuff, but I take my hat off to you guys that do home visits and care for people in the community in their and own environments, because once you see something, you can't unsee it, can you? And I think you are all so special and amazing to be able to do that, like week after week in your roles. You're beautiful people. DB says, I am totally unaware of what conditions actually remove children from the home and what conditions would place them back in. I can only hope and pray for the best possible outcome for the kids. Exactly, DB. But when you look at it as in their behaviours, Donald going DUI whilst live on YouTube with Doug, and they're arguing and fighting and throwing things and being intoxicated or high or whatever it is they're doing when they're on these YouTube channel hopping sprees, that's not the sort of thing that they should be doing if they absolutely want their kids back, is it? Because that, if they do that for YouTube, do you think they're not going to do that when their kids are back home again? Sassy Noz says, I think Mary is really just the type of person who really has a hard time with the family division. I think regardless of DW abusing her. Yeah, she does. She does. I agree, Sassy Noz. She does. Because did you see how upset she was after that phone call and during that phone call and stuff? And apparently the dad is not well. I can remember last week she said in one of Doug's lives that, you know, if he had 1 or 2 more weeks left, you know, what a sad end to his life with all this stuff going on. Only reason the boys might go back soon, an arrest of parent or at least charges on one or both, or the international attention might help the boys not go back soon. Yeah, I just think they need to Parents have been in the world sites for ages, let's face it. Yep. Don will be in prison in Utah for SA, so how they going to get them back? Well, there you go, T. Riley. That is a good point. What happens if these charges do come to fruition and Don's taken back to Utah? Who thinks Candace will stay on Ben Hill Road? Because she's not going to have an income. How's she going? Oh. She wouldn't want to leave because she won't get to see the boys whatsoever. I said that weeks ago, Liplock, that they actually don't come across like, and I know we only see snippets of them on YouTube and everything, but, and I know we all react to situations differently. I don't know. I agree with you though. I did think that they sort of really did enjoy just having them by themselves. Hi, Amber Robinson. How are you? Good to see you. They are guilty. That is why Dr. Bill did not waste his resources. They did not take Doug's help because they need to stay together to stick with their story. Boom, Valerie. I think you're on the money. I've always thought Candace was guilty, that Grandis helped her, you know, hide somewhere or whatever, and then they rang Don. They both can be going to drug counselling and help with medical too. We just don't know. No, we don't. But I wish I could remember. Yesterday I was listening to someone and they were talking about how they keep failing their current drug checks, the ones that they've got to have now. And I can't remember whose live it was. Who was it? Did anybody hear it yesterday? I just watched Don's video on his channel talking about the search. He looks extremely nervous and worried. Really, Amber? Let's have a look. It's Don Wells official, isn't it? Oh, there he is. It only goes for 1 minute, guys. I'll share the screen. And I want to share, I'm sure you have all seen it, Cam and Ali's first little one this morning. Where is it? Somewhere else. Why? No, that's cracking cases. That's not the one we want. We don't want that one either. Jeez. I've got the tab up there, but it's not showing me the actual tab we need. Oh, here we go. It's here now. No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. I've lost the plot. Okay, we'll play this. So this is on Don Wells' official family page.
Till this morning when I got a phone call and was told that it was out here. Yeah, they had a plane flying all day and drone flying all day, and the leaves are off the tree so they can see a lot better. And hopefully, we can find some clues as to what happened this summer. I know they left all their equipment up there, cell tower and all that, and TBI trailer. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, TBI and Sheriff's Department, for all you're doing, and thank you everyone for your prayers, love, and support. No, I haven't heard anything yet.
I'm going to play it again, guys.
Till this morning when I got a phone call and was told that it was out here. Yeah, they had a plane flying all day and drone flying all day, and the leaves are off the tree so they can see a lot better. And hopefully, we can find some clues as to what happened this summer. I know they left all their equipment up there, cell tower and all that, and TBI track.
His eyes look like they're going to pop out of his head. Don't forget I changed my channel. Yeah, I remember Grammy E. You guys, does he look too often CBS is this chat's gone crazy now. He does, Amber Robinson. But look at his eyes. They're like, hi, Holly Berry. He looks so nervous, Valerie Price. He looks shook, doesn't he? Like totally. His face is as red as a beetroot as well. But look at his eyes. That's fear. Absolutely, Miss Justice. He is, to say it bluntly, he's shitting himself right now. In my opinion, allegedly. A deer in headlights. That's exactly what he looks like, lip locked. Wow.
Yeah, thank you, TBI and Sheriff's Department, for all you're doing, and thank you everyone for your prayers, love, and support. No, I haven't heard anything yet.
I think they thought Penda, I don't think they expected law enforcement to ever go back there and do ground searching ever again. I think they thought that side of it was done and dusted early on. What if he will be drunk tonight raging? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Thank you for playing that, Sharon. I wanted to get everyone else's opinion on it. No, thanks, Amber, for letting me know. I appreciate when you guys tell me to have a look at things, because I sort of only seen cracking cases this morning because I had my little grandson, so I haven't been all over the place. Valerie Price says, I'd be shook too. My property is similar to the Wellses. Now that winter is approaching, it has changed considerably. We see things we didn't know existed. And that's so true, you know, Valerie. Even we live in town, which is a country town, but next door has a heap of trees up their driveway, which is probably about 500 metres. And in summer, we can't see the house. And it's literally, 300 yards away. But soon as autumn comes, and all the leaves fall, you can see straight in their backyard and everything else. So you don't have to be out on a big property to notice it. It happens in town as well. Sassy Nos says, but maybe if he's clean, he's realised finally what's really going on and he's showing unmediated emotion. Maybe. That's a possibility, Sassy Nos. I just hope I hope he doesn't get plastered and go channel hopping, because I just don't ever see good things coming from that. They planned this shortly after the last search ended, Pendar says. They wanted to wait until the leaves fell so everyone knew. Yeah, but I wonder, Pendar, whether Don and Candace knew that this was going to happen all this time, or they thought, because he looks surprised to me, like he didn't see it coming type look. A huge fight or flight risk tonight, Susan Matthews says. And I like to say your name when I read out your comment, guys, just because a lot of people, like myself, they're not actually sitting watching chat. Sometimes they'll be doing stuff with earbuds in, and just me reading a comment without saying who's saying, who's typed it, sometimes gets mixed up. So I just like your opinions to be said as coming from you as well. I think they moved to somewhere once they thought that law enforcement was done searching. They brought her back to property, which is why he looks so scared as he does, because they weren't expecting them to come back. And Amanda O'Brien O'Neill says that. That could be too. We just don't know. That sheriff had to do something to shut us up. Well, at least they're doing something, Holly Berry. Oh, you've always got them little one-liners, don't you? Old tips may need follow-up now that winter has changed the area. I don't know. We moved here where the environment was ouch. No curtains, but that's it. Spare, we are giving the neighbours a show, laughing out loud. Valerie, you're funny. Oh, I hope they search the cemetery. Oh, the cemetery's been, do you know, even this morning on one of the news channels showed a bit of footage of the church and all the cars parked there and everything, and the cemetery. And every single time I see that cemetery, I get goosebumps, and it just creeps me out. And I'm not like that with cemeteries. Like, a cemetery in general does not creep me out. I hope that, yeah, Amber Robinson. Yeah, well, wasn't not Jackie Dobbs, David Dotson, wasn't he the mortician that we don't see anymore? No, it doesn't, does it, New Zealand Mysteries? It's just, it's not good for themselves or the whole situation. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they have brought a cloak. I don't know. But yeah, the look on his face just.
I got a phone call and was told that it was out here.
right there. He just looks. But Cam, where's that? We'll play that. We will play Cam and Ali's little. They did 2 today. The first one was just sort of showing the property and what was going on there. Okay. Are we all good with that? Well, Valerie Price says, did we ever find out if Summer had all her vaccinations and checkups for school? I know Candace said that she had taken care of all her shots and paperwork and everything for school. But remember when they were in Hollywood, someone was talking to them on it might have been Benny. Somebody was talking to him on a live, and Don said, or it might have been when they just got back from Hollywood, they were going to post photos on their Don Wells official YouTube channel of the school supplies and the backpack and everything that Summer had been bought to go to big school, and evidence that, you know, her checks were done. Does anyone else remember that? And I've never ever seen any of it to this day. So I don't know. But as far as Candace says, but there's been a photo I've noticed hopping around where it looks like Summer's sitting in a doctor's surgery with a mask on. Yes, that's it, Miss Justice. Is that maybe when she had her shots? I don't know. Yeah, this one is Cracking Cases, and I should put the link in the description, which I haven't done. Only because this is Cam and Ali's link. Cracking Cases, not Cam and Ali. Before we play it. Hopefully they don't get mad with me, but I'll send them an email.
Here at 110 Ben Hill Road. We wanted to come out here and just show you we're up here on the property, not far down this direction. The command center has been put back up today. There's a massive search that has happened.
Lots and lots and lots of people out here today searching.
Drones flying, news crews, dogs, you know.
Everything imaginable. They're pulling out today.
Everything. And we just wanted to rush out here, be a part of it, see if we could help. Everybody's been really cool to us, and we just want to keep you updated on what's going on. Here, I'm going to flip this around on us.
That
Plane
building.
has been circling since we've been out here. I don't know what that has to do with anything, if they're using that, but he is circling for sure. Here's a gator with law enforcement. Yeah, guys, so right now, the only thing we do know of, we believe we're the only ones privy to this information besides the news crews and the private investigators out here. We're out here with them.
We got a call very early this morning saying that this was going on and to get our butts out here, basically. So,
And we rushed out here, and we're just hoping something, some good news comes of this. We might get answers, we might
as
not.
of right now, all we know is that there's not any new information. This was already planned. And as of the time that we're filming this, at least, if there is any new information later on today, we will update you and let you know.
What time is it right now?
It is 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock. We've been out here since a little after 10. We rushed down here about an hour drive. So we tried to get down here in a timely fashion to let y'all know what's happening. We'll keep you updated and fill you in. Love you guys. Guys, here's law enforcement on the gators going down Beach Creek. Here it comes. Here's searchers. They just came down here, went around.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, New Zealand Mysteries. That'll buy us some more fabric. Very, very much appreciated. And obviously we need to drop your link. Is there any mods in here? Oh, hi, Gabby B. Yeah, we'll go back here. So they don't have any updated ones. They did another one that went for an hour, and chasing was on there as well. But I don't know if they'll get mad if I play some of that. But that's where they talk about the kids coming home and what Don and Candace are doing now to get the kids back and that sort of stuff. Yeah, Susan. They did say they were coming back on, so it might not be a good idea to play the whole hour-long thing. You know, I just don't want anyone angry. We've been through enough of that lately. Sorry. A Stitch in Crime, how are you? Emray and the Dave dog. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Who's been at Wells? Oh, her. She's been a Wells sympathiser since the beginning. Who do you mean, Emray? Yeah, you got goosebumps too, Blue Sky. I don't know. I'm just really freaked out at how freaked out Donald looked. You're fine, Grammy Luli. I'm just grateful that people come in and say hi, and that I'm not sitting here talking to myself, which I do most of the time. My own little world. Don Wells and Candace Bly have no business being around children ever. I know, cabin life at Eden Springs. How are you? Because I haven't seen you for ages, like even in other people's chats. Isn't it funny how we miss, oh, Valerie Price, your favourite voice on YouTube. You're probably the only person who thinks that. But thank you so much on behalf of the channel and all our subs and members. We appreciate it. Oh, the one they call chasing. Well, I don't know. Now my voice is going to go croaky. I think she just tries to really stay impartial. And sometimes the impartial, neutral sort of comes across as she's defending them, doesn't it? Because sometimes I think that as well, that, you know, she's really... But I do think she tries to stay completely neutral. And it's not just with Don and Candace, it's with most cases. She's very analytical and realistic sort of thing, isn't she? But I used to be watching her stuff all the time because she would sort of, her calmness would keep me grounded, where a few other channels, I'd watch them and I would notice myself getting so hyped up and angry, like I wanted to go and hit someone with a shovel. You know what I mean? So, but no, I haven't been over there for ages. Yeah, oh no, Emery, I get that. I totally get the anxiety thing. Do you know, if I haven't been on, now this is real, this is being transparent. So normally, like most of you know, I try to come on and do a live nearly every day, whether I'm talking about summer or I'm talking about just bullshit that I'm dealing with. Sorry, I had to have a drink. My throat's going all croaky. I love to come on and just chat and hang out with everyone. But then when I don't, like yesterday, I didn't come on live, I start having anxiety that the next time I go live, I will have myself talked into the fact that not one person is going to be in here. And, you know, I can't explain it. I really can't. I don't know whether it is all anxiety. I've got that little voice saying, you should never do another live again, ever. Like, it's bizarre. I can't understand whether it's fear or it's just outright anxiety, or I don't know what it is. Yeah, you believe New Zealand Mysteries is like that too, aren't you? You're very realistic. What did she say? I do too. I believe in innocent till proven guilty. I know the Wells are not great people and not the best parents, but I will not participate in bashing a family with no evidence. My bad. But you're not bad. That's just who you are and the way you wish to deal with things. Like, I don't agree with so much about them as parents and the way they act and stuff. Look, my eldest daughter, I've said this a few times, she's 36 now, and I think Candace is 40. You know, if she was my daughter, I would have her by the ear, because I really, really feel that she has never been shown what to do as a parent, because her mum wasn't the best either. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I've missed half of Grammy. What did Grammy say? Amber Robinson says, it's one certain person that has started all this hate. Some people will know who I'm talking about. I refuse to say his name. Towards the Wellses, Amber, is that what you mean? Yeah, I think I agree with that too, a stitching crime. Did you see how angry she was when Mary went on her channel and the essay thing very first come out? That was when you really seen how upset Chasing could be. It was really emotional. Like, as a viewer watching her, I had tears pouring down my face, because you could see her emotions. Whoa, it was powerful. Emre, we love you. I'll always come see if you're live. I used to get like that when I would do my lives for my sprinkles business on Facebook. I hated going live, even though once I did, I was fine. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just the weirdest thing. Went to the doctor today to get my anxiety medicine. Well, I've been on, and because I'm transparent, I have no problem saying I've been on an antidepressant since my son had a febrile convulsion on me when he was nearly 2 years of age, and we were 20 kilometres out the road, and he changed colour, he didn't breathe. They had to put the paddle things and everything on him, and now I feel it was PTSD, but I've been on an antidepressant ever since, because every single day I relive it, and it scares the crap out of me. And even with the granddaughters now, when they get sick, I freak out and I don't cope with it very well. But do antidepressants also help if you have anxiety? Like, is depression and anxiety two separate things? I'm sorry, guys, but I know Google is my friend and I should look into these things. But, you know, I feel a lot of you are around my age and probably know more about this stuff than I can understand. And all that stuff doesn't help either, Valerie Price, you know, all the stuff that's been going on. But I'm in a really good place now where I'm not going to entertain any of that drama. And I've made the decision to, like, obviously, if someone decides that they're going to have a campaign in attacking me or something, I would react in a certain way. But as far as me completely losing my shit because someone said something about another creator that I really, really like, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. As much as I love other creators, I would definitely defend them and have their back, but it just makes me feel really, really off and sick and not in a good place. Amber says, if they are innocent, I'll apologise, but that's all they'll get from me because they're truly not good people. Those kids have been through hell. I know, but how many of these ladies, like, I know we joke and call them Don's harem ladies, that have all reached out and communicated with him and then become friends with Candace as well, how many of them have said, like, I didn't intend to like them, but they ended up really warming to them and thought they were really nice people. Gabby B says, I only saw bits and pieces of some channels yesterday and most of it seemed to be drama. I know. I touched on that earlier, Gabby B. I'm going to talk about that in a second. No, I don't understand. Okay, we'll go there because Gabby B's brought it up. At least we'll change the topic to my my depression anxiety diagnosis. I can't remember whose. I think I was in Ziggy's yesterday afternoon because I was not well at all. I think I actually got a bit of food poisoning from the wood-fired pizzas that we had at my son's the night before. Was not good. So I didn't do a great deal except stay close to the bathroom. And not that you needn't to hear that, guys. And someone said that Trisha was not happy and with Chris McDonough. And I was like, hell no, that wouldn't happen. Like, I thought they were old friends from way, way back, but she really isn't happy with him. Because I went and watched it from the beginning, so I had a good understanding of what it was about and where she was coming from and everything. My only thing is, like, we all knew that weeks ago. Like, we knew weeks and weeks ago that he mixed up Jamie Wilson for Jackhammer Jamie, didn't we? And we all sort of knew about the nomadic trek thing, and that he didn't address being mistaken, even when his channel went back up. But I don't understand. That's sort of the only bit I don't understand, is why it took Trisha weeks and weeks and weeks to address it, unless someone has only just told her about it. I don't know. But that was the bit I was confused about. Oh, do you New Zealand mysteries? So one more work. Okay. Because I just thought the whole thing was depression until lately. And, you know, like, I watch chats and I read how people say anxiety is different to depression. We're back on me again. Oh, wow, cabin life. I started anxiety meds with postpartum depression, and then I become disabled and I have tons of anxiety. I'm not depressed, not sad, just angry. I can't physically do things. Yeah. Oh. That would make you angry though, wouldn't it? And frustrated. It really would. Yeah, maybe I need to go back and have a chat to the quack. He's a nice guy, but he's bossy. Yeah, I might have me tests before I go and see him though, because he's going to lose it. I was saying the other day how overdue I am for my tests. And the last couple of times I've been to the doctor, I purposely didn't go when, I purposely went when he was away, so I didn't have to deal with it. I went to a different one in the same building. Come at me. Oh, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be good at stitching crime. Come at me. Lots of babies. Oh my God, febrile convulsions, they are the worst. It was the scariest thing I've ever dealt with. You know, I'd had him at the doctor's earlier that morning as well, and he was that sick. I wanted him in hospital, and the doctor at the time sort of looked at me like I was being neurotic, which I wasn't, because I was a nurse. I knew how bad his fever was, and that, like, I always had trouble trying to get his fevers down. Jamie Wilson. So there were two Jamies. One is, you know, Jackhammer Jamie Wilson. He has a YouTube channel. And then there was another Jamie who I'm trying to remember what his name is. Can anyone else help me out here? Anyway, Chris McDonough referred to Jamie Wilson as the guy that he was talking about when it wasn't him. I think he meant Jackie Dobbs, actually, the guy that was camping. He got those two mixed up. So Jamie Wilson, who lives near Don, had people showing up at his house in the middle of the night, and he wasn't safe, and threats, and it got very, very ugly. And Chris never apologized to Jamie in any way, shape, or form, meaning Jamie Wilson. And I do remember that. And like, if you followed Chris, when his channel went back up, he still did not, I agree with Trisha, he did not apologize to Nomadic Trek with the Twitter account. He just said he wasn't going to do Twitter anymore because it was too much drama. Like, I've never had a problem with Chris or his channel. I don't know. But I did go and have a look at the creator Trish was talking about. Did anybody else go and have a look at it? Or has seen that channel? It's called The Scientific Skeptic or something. Yeah, I think I will, Cabin Life. I'll go and have my tests early next week and then I'll make an appointment. Really? Oh, I don't repress anger though. I usually let it out if I'm angry about something. I get frustrated quite a bit. Oh, sorry guys, this chat just, he's a shinner. Miss Justice. Oh, Emerald Flowers Crime Talk and Support Channel. Well, sometimes I feel like you know how you get pins and needles, but they're not pins and needles? And it'll be from my chest upwards. It's a bizarre feeling. I can imagine, Emerald. Oh, I can't. You know, I talk about a febrile convulsion and how much it affects me, and I feel like a total nit now, because when someone's been through what Emerald Flowers has been through, and for those of you who aren't aware, her ex-husband, and I hope it's okay to say again, Emerald Flowers, he murdered their 10-year-old son. And what she has lived is like everything that we follow in these cases. And oh my God, you know, it makes my little febrile convulsion situation just seem so ridiculous, doesn't it? And much love to you, Emerald Flower. It's fine. You know, sometimes that's when I get angry. When I think of stupid things I say, I'm just like, but on the day it was the most horrible thing. But compared to losing and finding out your son's been murdered, I cannot even imagine how bad that is to have to live every single day with. So I admire you and support you, and if there's anything I can ever do for you in any way, shape or form, you know how to get to me. You come at me, girl. You know, we all have a story, and it's really important that we do start focusing on everything good and positive. Let me believe the parents had anything to do with it. Grammy, I keep going to say Gina Smith. I'm not chain smoking, everyone. I talk too much and the cigarette goes out. I don't know. Grammy says, my heart won't let me believe the parents had anything to do with it. I know it's not a popular opinion, but that's my heart right now. I can't say my mind has been all over the place, though. I know. I do feel, I've always felt that she is at least in a vehicle 40 minutes in some direction from the house. Oh no, Bernadette. Are you getting help? Oh my gosh. We need to try and develop some resources to help each other, guys. I've been thinking about this heaps and heaps. You know, it's easy for me to sit here and say, oh, are you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? And it just seems so empty. There has to be more to this than just sitting here doing that. I want to be able to help people in a more resourceful, productive way. So if anyone's got any suggestions on how we can do that, you know, send me an email. The email's on the banner that's scrolling. Surely there's more we can do. And I know it helps that, you know, we come into a chat and we support each other and everything. And I love that about this. But sometimes to me, I want to do more. Oh, Bernadette, really? From our chat? Oh, see what I mean? It's just a lot, isn't it? Francis Dean's in the house. I haven't seen Francis for ages. Thanks for coming in, Francis. Oh, Bernadette, we are here for you. I constantly drop the hotline links to resources in my chat, or the mods do. Yeah, Daisy usually does lip locked, but I don't think she's here today. We'll have to have a little mod meeting and get a list of links and things like that. No, you're fine, Miss Justice, but yeah, I might send out an email and to the mods and be a little bit more proactive. Daisy White, I've noticed she drops lots of resource links for me, which is awesome. Oh, Soul Air, thank you. It's been, it hasn't been as rapid as, you know, there's other creators and they just go crazy all overnight. And I'm really grateful in a way that mine's really, really organic. And like, I don't care if I only get 5 subs a year. That does not bother me. It's just to see people come back. That's what makes me really, really happy, because then you think you're on the right track. If you see people coming back constantly, makes you feel good that you're doing something that's okay. Kimmy Jean, you've been smoking too much. Oh, my hubby uses them, Emre. I've got the Champix tablets, and I know I can give up with them, but I have to sort of get my mind in that place where I'm going to do this. And lately I've just not been wanting to, because it's really hard to talk yourself into not wanting something that you like to do. Oh. And that's the thing, when you're so used to doing it, it's a really, like, I've virtually got to sit here and say, I hate it, I'm not going to do it. And at the same time, the other half of the brain's going, I'll just go and have one more. Like, it's not going to matter, really. I'm hopeless. I'm really sorry you are suffering, ladies. This is MCOS, guys. I have had a very bad time lately. Maybe it's related to the holidays and my mum dying last year. I've been so out of sorts. Oh, MCOS, I'm really sorry you lost your mum. And yes, the holidays do bring them things. It's the hardest times, all these little occasions, and everything makes it more real, doesn't it, when they're not there to share them times with you. Bernadette says, kind of new to this, but explain trigger warning. I think it's just when it's going to be a sensitive subject, just so people are a little bit prepared for something that might trigger anxiety or trigger someone to feel a certain way, Bernadette. Although today, I'm going to say this, a little channel, she's so cute, I just love her, she cracks me up. The train wreck lady. So she come on and she's apologising her little heart out about the next video she's going to put up, okay? God bless her. And she said, I just want to say to anyone who feels a certain way about being triggered, the next video I put up, please don't watch it, because it's going to be really bad. And I was like, holy shit, I wonder what's going on there. So instantly, I have to watch it when it comes out, regardless of whether I'm going to be upset or not. I want to know what's so bad. That's just human nature, isn't it? So she said she'd put it up in half an hour, but be warned, it's really... So I sat there with the grandson playing and changing nappies and doing all the fun nan stuff, and then she puts it up. So I have the earbud in. She never said one word in there that really upset me, or there was nothing offensive. There was nothing in there that needed a real bad trigger warning. And I guess I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't understand why she put the first video up. I swear these cigarettes are driving me insane. You smoke more when you're stressed. I do too. Gabby B. I'm not chain smoking though. I absolutely do not know why they keep going out. Okay, I'm going to make a declaration right here, right now. The first week of January will be so with the Champics, you have to take them for 1 to 14 days, but pick your quit day within 1 to 14 days of starting them. So where's the calendar? I'm going to do this while I'm on live. How do I get to January? Okay. Alrighty. The 6th of January is going to be my quit day. Okay. We need to make a mental note of that. I will put an alarm in my phone. The 6th of January. That way Christmas is out of the way and New Year's is out of the way. And no, we're going to change it. We're going to change it to the 7th because it'll be my 30. How old did I say my son was before? He's 32. It'll be my 33rd wedding anniversary on the 7th of January. I know. I know, New Zealand mysteries. That's how old I'm getting. I've got to think of how old my son is to work out when my wedding anniversary is. That's so bad, isn't it? Yeah. So the 7th of January, I can't forget that date because it's my wedding anniversary. That is going to be my quit day. Oh, MCOS sugar. My God. Hubby brought home a 1 kilo bag of Christmas candy the other day. A kilo of the stuff. And I think I've ate a kilo, so that's 2.5 American. You guys have pounds, don't you? Pounds and ounces. I think I've eaten 2 pounds of it. By the 3rd day on the Champics, if I lit up a cigarette, they tasted just, I know, I've done it like 6 times, Gabby B. But the longest I lasted was 7 months. So if I can go 7 months, I can absolutely do it for good. Trigger warning, a must watch for me as well, Sharon. What do you mean, Susan? Oh, I'm your pretend older sister. I love it. I'm Emerald, not Emerald, I'm Ethereal Obsidian's mother. I adopted her the other day because she's actually younger than my eldest daughter. Isn't it? I just love it how we can all be so close. You need to quit Bacardi. Valerie Price needs to quit Bacardi. Oh God, I haven't heard of Bacardi in years. It used to be the thing, didn't it? Well, obviously it's still a thing for you because you need to quit it. But Bacardi and Coke, remember? Kimmy Jean at Emery, mine is Diet Coke. Yeah, same here, Kimmy Jean. I'm with you. I've got a 1.25 litre no sugar Coca-Cola sitting here on my table and a packet of cigarettes. Maybe we can all do it on the 7th of January. Holly Berry, Kimmy Jean. Let's all quit cigarettes on the 7th of January. Yeah. Oh, I'm with you now. Susan, first week of January follows December. I think we should do a group thing. I'm doing very well, thanks, Priscilla. Yeah, so Trainwreck, you have to go and watch it because it's bloody hilarious. Okay, I'm going to do it. She won't mind. I don't know her from a bar of soap, but you have to see what I'm talking about. Why isn't it coming up? What? Maybe it's one word. It is not coming up. Geez, there's some wicked stuff on here though. Oh, here she is. She's the lady that she gets. She's the lady that has all the videos about Tiffany Marie. I think she's an empath, and she's right into all the layers of what that involves, Miss Justice. I know she explained to me who I was as a person and the way my brain works just by my star sign and a couple of lives. And I was amazed. May 28, went to vapes after heart attack. I still look for 6. Oh, Denise, it's all them little things like, yeah, I totally understand what you're talking about. Like you have dinner overnight time and the first thing you do after you pack the dishwasher and is go outside to have a cigarette, you know? Oh, Susan Sutherland, hell no. I could give up cigarettes more easily than I could lollies. I'm going to share this lady's screen. I don't think she'll. Don't you like the way I tried to use psychic powers that these people aren't going to copyright me for playing their videos? Hi, 50 Shades of Shady. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you before, but people are changing their names so much lately. I don't know who anyone is. I mean, if you've changed your name, obviously. If you've changed your little circle picture, I get confused. Yeah, I don't think I could ever give up lollies. They're like my go-to. Yes, and Susan's my mother. I adopted her. She's my living mother. She said something to me the other day. This is hilarious. In Messenger, she said, what were we talking about? And she said, you better behave because I'll give you a smack. She's going to give me a flogging. I'm your mother now, so you've got to do as you're told. It was something like that. Okay, so this one is the little warning video, okay? How cute is she?
Hey, I just wanted to say I'm putting a video out here in about a half hour to an hour, and I just wanted to warn people not to watch it if they get easily offended. I kind of spent the day watching some YouTube videos about Summer Wells, so if you don't like I just kind of rant. I kind of blurt out how I feel, and I was sitting here actually scribbling the whole time, like while I was talking, because some days, I just don't feel like staring at the camera, I guess. I don't know. But I just wanted to apologize to everyone ahead of time. If you're easily offended and you make the mistake of watching the Summer Wells video that's coming out next, I am sorry. I get easily upset about the way people handle this case and the way that things are said and that they're ran with, and it doesn't really make any sense in my head. And I just don't look at things, I guess, a lot of times the way normal people do. So I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize. But skip it if you're easily offended, because I certainly don't want to do that. Thank you.
Okay. So now I'm alert. I'm thinking, holy shit. I have to watch this next video now because it's, you know, it's going to be something that I probably should watch. But when I watched it, the little sweetheart gave a big warning.
Okay, I just
This
wanted to
is
go
it.
over a few things about the Summer Wells case.
Hang on, just before I mute. So we've had a trigger warning from her first little video. I'll just play little snippets because it's 22 minutes to 3. And I don't think hubby's home yet to get these children. No, he's not. I've started getting trained well now, guys. He doesn't come up when he gets home. We'll just play a little bit, but it's nothing bad. Nothing that I found bad.
Obviously, they're out searching today in a planned search. Now, true, they could be lying about that. Not sure why they would, but they could be. It makes perfect sense as to why this is a planned search. In June, on the 15th, when they originally were looking for little Summer Wells, there was, you know, overgrown stuff. Because down south, you know, it's warm very early. And so stuff gets a huge head start. So come June, things were already way overgrown. So it would have been very difficult to find her. They looked the best they could. But now they had a planned search. They're coming back now that the stuff's dying back a little. And they're doing another search. They have everything locked down. I don't know why that is such a big deal. I mean, to me, it makes sense when you got law enforcement doing something like that. They're going to kind of lock things down to keep out the onlookers, the YouTubers, the curious people. That, to me, that makes sense. So that's not a big deal. So I wanted to mention about the Amber Alert. I heard people talking about the Amber Alert. Well, they have to, in Tennessee, follow these rules about the Amber Alert. It had to be this. You can't tell me that people haven't kind of slighted the thing, first of all, and said, we need to look for this girl. So there was a vehicle. That could have been what happened. Or it could have been that somebody actually called in a fake report of a vehicle seen in the area. Now, it could be Don and Candace did that. It could be somebody Don and Candace knows. It could, that's the facts. Now, let's talk about the police. The police can lie. I'm sure we're all well aware of that. People are going on saying, well, the police said they passed a lie detector test, so it couldn't have been Don and Candace. Either that or they were so drugged up or they're such scoundrels that they're sociopaths or something, that so they could easily have passed this lie detector. Or perhaps the police are lying. You know, first they didn't say a word because it kept them off kilter. Oh my God, did we pass? Did we not? And then they come out and say, oh, well, they passed the lie detector test after the Dr. Phil show. Now, lie detector tests, you know, are almost always, Dr. Phil gives a lot of lie detector tests, a lot of them, a lot.
I'm going to play the whole thing, guys, but as you can see, she didn't really go off, you know, there wasn't anything that concerned me. What time is it there, Sharon? It is 2:42 p.m. See, it's crazy. I'll never, ever get used to the time zone differences. It's Trainwreck. I did put the link in this one. but I will put it in the description when I hop off as well. But God love her, she's a little sweetie. Oh, Trixie, hello. How are you? Yeah, she's cute as a button, but I didn't find anything she said in the longer video to be horrible or alarming. I just thought she sounded like the rest of us, really. Could be Prayer Garden's mother. Actually, if you listen to her voice, you might be onto something there, Susan. If you listen to her voice without looking at her, she really does sound like Prayer Garden, doesn't she? How are you, Trixie? Oh, shit. What I did want to play, it's 1:45, Jesus, was Chase's video, Trixie. Now, why it doesn't, oh my God. I cannot handle YouTube filters. They are the worst. So I'll quickly talk about this. There's been a bit of stuff going on about the billboard that Chase and the other donators had put up. Tiffany Marie did a live, and I'll just say a name because everyone will know who I'm talking about anyway, that she did a live really pointing out the fact that the billboard went up directly opposite that church and said it was of bad taste, etc., etc. So after her live, that church kept getting threats and bad publicity and a lot of flack because the billboard was across the road. He did kill that video, Trixie. And they didn't want it there anymore. But I'm going to, hang on, share the screen. I just can't believe how quick time goes on here. Honestly, it's ridiculous how quick it goes. Lucky I did come on earlier then. Okay, so this is Chase's response to all the rubbish that is going on in the background about this billboard, okay, guys?
Hey guys, I'm going to address this billboard thing one more time, okay? There was $970 donated by good subscribers and a couple creators that are very good and have good intentions, okay? It was $970 total between me, Cam, and Allie, okay? Put the billboard up. It's going to go up for 2 months, which is $3,000. There was $970 donated. Okay. There was a live that took place. One of the creators did a live a while back, and they were questioning about the location of the billboard being across the street from where this family goes to church at. This family has a missing daughter. She's 5 years old. I'm not going to say names because this is one of the most ridiculous videos that I believe needs to even be put out here. So I'm not going to use these people's names or this little girl's names in it because it's not what it's about. Okay, this right here is about foolishness. I have not been contacted by anyone that's made a donation to this billboard. None of them, none of the people that donated are fussing or bickering or anything. It seems to be coming from one place. Okay. All right. When this creator done that live and was questioning about the placement of the billboard, okay, the church that's across the street from it started getting phone calls saying that they're a cult, saying that they're this, saying that they're that, saying people that go to that church had something to do with Summer's disappearance. This person's accused me of having something to do with Summer's disappearance, and they are going to have to prove that one. But I don't know about the other ones yet, but we'll see about that. But anyway, the $970, okay, it's $1,500 for 28 days, okay? The 970 didn't even cover the 1,500 for the 28 days. Okay, once we were made aware that the church was getting calls and being basically harassed by listeners on here, me and one other person that's down here that are taking care of these billboards now, because the people that are fussing and raising Cain about the placement of the billboards has not donated one dime and has not done one thing down here. Okay, so don't let yourself get fooled. Okay, the people that are raising Cain about this, they ain't done one thing, nothing down here. I can think back though. I can think back, a couple months ago, and there was a creator that they were the best. I mean, it was all the time about a certain kid. I mean, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. This certain phone call that went out, what all I said, nobody's heard anything from hello to goodbye, okay? You're only hearing parts of that, all right? What I said is what I was told. And TBI, everybody knew it. It's done been told. It had been told freaking weeks ago, okay? I'm not going to go run my mouth as something that's not already been told to the people it needs to be told to. So just stop with that bull crap, because I'm tired of listening to it. This ain't about me. This is about a 5-year-old girl. Okay, now, when we were made aware that the church was getting harassing phone calls and that I was being accused of being a member of that church and being a cult leader, me and one other person down here that has money involved in it decided to move the billboard. Okay, once the 28 days was up, the billboard came down. Now we're working to place others elsewhere, and that's nobody's business where they're going. That is between me and another person. If anybody wants to know anything about a billboard, pick the phone up, put your money where your mouth is, and go buy one. Contact the advertising agency, and please, I'm begging you, get out from behind your camera on your lives, and please go buy a billboard. They're not that hard to get. But stop bashing the people that are doing for this little girl, because you're not going to make me stop. If that's what you're trying to do, you ain't going to do it. You just well give that up. And you're not going to stop this lady that's helping. I guarantee you that. So as far as the billboards go, there's going to be more than one up. And I thank God that we're even able to deal with this advertising company still from what was done by another creator that just so happened to pick the phone up and call the wrong place. And then I go back and look at their video. I go right into to the advertising agency and have to deal with 4 and 5 people screaming and yelling. Got the manager and the general manager there. You know, I'm amazed that they'll even deal with us anymore because of that foolishness. That wasn't nothing but stupidity. And I know the live button wasn't hit on accident. So don't even tell me that BS either. Because I know now you was in cahoots with another creator. And don't even tell me, no, I wasn't, because I got both your voices already. I know what's going on. I ain't stupid. I got the proof I need. But you know what? I ain't going to go out here posting it everywhere because it's stupid. I'm done playing the games. The billboard was moved because the church across the street from the billboard was getting harassed. Church had nothing to do with that billboard. That had to do with me. I'm not even going to bring Cam and Allie into it. Anybody got something to say about that billboard? First, you better have donated to it or don't even contact me at all. But if you've donated to it, I will be more than happy to send you anything you want to know about that billboard. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping getting that thing up. Each and every one of you that donated some of that $970, I thank you so much. But if you didn't donate to it, don't it's none of your business. It's none of your concern. And the people that didn't donate to it are the ones that's making the stink about it. That right there is what kills me. I don't get it. I don't understand. We can go on about. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. I want to say, if you ever have a missing child come up, please go contact a family advocate or something to stop this crap. Don't let them put your family or your child through what's happened here. Please contact the right people. Shut your social media down. Just shut it all down. Contact the right people. Don't let these certain YouTubers get a hold of anything, please. Because they try to destroy everything in their path. And I don't have to prove any of that. Proof's in their own videos. It's in their own videos. Now, I'm done having my name dragged through the mud. I'm done with it. And I am and have taken action about it. And I just added to that action. So stop. Just stop.
Do you think Chase needs this drama right now? Not that he would need it at any time, but what he's going through right now, do you think Chase needs to have this in his life right now, trying to defend himself against these evil, and I will say that they're evil. And he is so absolutely right that the people who kick up the most fuss are the people who haven't donated or given two shits to contribute to any of these causes, such as the marathon or the billboards or anything else that's been a productive thing, or the vigils. But they just want to keep laying the boot into people who are trying to do good things because they don't want the attention on the people who are doing good things. They want it back on themselves. And it is sickening. And Chase, if by any chance you do hear anything I'm saying right now, please don't let them get to you. Just concentrate on getting well and ignoring all the negativity and horrible bullshit that they're going on with, because you and everyone that cares about you, they're just not worth it. Everyone knows what they're in this for, Chase and Trixie. They're just horrible, and you need to be worrying about yourself and getting well and getting through a real situation and getting better and letting your treatment work. But with all this anxiety and being upset, and it's not going to be beneficial to getting well. So I want you to stop as well. I want you to stop paying them any mind whatsoever for all of us that care and love you. We want to see you well. But if you have to keep dealing with this rubbish, it's going to take longer. And guys, I really have to go and pick up these girls. I will definitely try and come back because there's more I want to say. But as usual, it's gone way too quick for me. I would leave the live going while I do it, but I think I've got to drop Miss 12-year-old at the hairdressers as well. So I'll probably be half an hour. But I'm definitely going to try and come back because there's more things about that has to be said and that I do want to share on a few of these topics. But I will be back. But thank you, everyone. And hopefully I'll see you when I come back.